All right. So I went up into town, figured out what the problem was. A giant tree fell. That's why the lights were flickering here. A giant branch, like the whole side of the tree, just about. But the title of this is "I'm Not Taking This Crap," right? And I understand now, right? A lot of people uh, been telling you, take this. The Lord will, the Lord will. They'll be back to get it. No, we're not taking this. I don't want it. And I'm going to make a stand for these people that listen to the devil, and that's what it was, right? It was the devil giving them people their sickness, saying, "Hold this." So we're not taking it. I don't want it. Send it back to YouTube. Send it back to whoever. And I don't blame the people for being upset, right? I would too. This ain't our sickness. It's not our brain cancer. It's not our mad cow or whatever. Send that back to the White House or whoever, or back to the church. We don't want it. And folks, there's new videos that I've been watching. They're just saying God's moving pretty slow. Well, yeah, right. If you believe in that kind of stuff, right? They promise you the world, and you end up with uh, sickness, turmoil, and it's not ours, folks. You have the right to fight it, and that's what some of these channels now are saying. Don't listen to them people, or them people with the cards or whatever that you know it's not right. And this whole religion thing has messed everybody up. Magic, voodoo, all that. Yeah, this is the problem we are dealing with in our country. Right? You got people running around that are gay, uh, and they're telling people they were born the wrong way. They should be women. And then we got to walk around softly because you don't want to upset anybody. But yeah, and this is why people are losing faith. I'm taking a break from it because I'm starting to agree with some of these people. Is that, what are they doing? I don't know. The whole tattoo thing, people being tattooed are the devil, and well, then that means I got to stay away from people and send all that back to them people with tattoos or whatever. I don't know. Boy, they really got us into a pickle. Got our country into a pickle. And I don't think it's ever going to work, folks. In my opinion, I just don't think it is. We're always going to have turmoil in this country with so many different religions and all kinds of beliefs, and it's a two-headed monster. What I can't understand is slavery has been dead for so long. Within their own communities, they call themselves the N-word. right? Nobody's breaking them down. They're breaking themselves down. And I watched a video that said some of the most racist people are African American. Now, I don't know if that's true, but some videos say uh, they hold a grudge, right? I don't know. All I can say is these people must have been marked somewhere down the road, and maybe these people were lied to, and it's just a tattoo. But if you do read the Bible, the original Bible, you know, it does talk about markings on the body and engravings on the body, piercings and stuff like that, not to mark the body, right? With stuff like that. So, but then you got a lot of people saying that, well, it's bull, it's bull crap. I don't know, but I can tell you what, they got us into a pickle in this country, and they got to pick something and go with it instead of changing. They're constantly changing, right? But I can say this much: I do agree with some of the top scholars and people that are saying that it's destroyed our country. It's everything against the Bible, being gay, right? Or telling a man that he's a woman, right? And I agree with that. You know, a lot of people are upset because I'm a straight dude and I like women. So, they want me to apologize and get on my knees, and no, no, not at all. Right? Like I said, they were marked. That's what a lot of people believe. You know, they created they created one heck of a mess. And let me explain something to you folks. I ain't taking the blame for it, and I ain't taking that crap. This stuff was here before I was on Earth. Right? God is supposed to be love, healing, caring about each other. Uh, a man and a woman, right? It ain't that way no more. Right? Either God left America, or Satan has been running the show for a while. Right? Right? I mean, I wish I could shut up about that, but yeah, I'm telling you, it's against everything that we were raised on, and it's hard to change. It's hard to change that, right? I was raised. Uh, you were born a man, and you're supposed to be with women. Yeah, I can't live in your America, folks. Right? I just can't agree with these things. If a miracle came to me and I was healed tomorrow of all my sicknesses and madness that these folks have sent to me, then I might think twice and say, all right, I believe in the Lord, you know, and follow the Lord, which I have been for a while. But I just don't see it happening. And I can't go against what was written in his book if I'm a follower, right? Just my opinion, sorry. But it's caused, walking with the Lord has cost me everything, and I've got nothing in return but a lot of pain, suffering, a lot of loss of my anointings and money, health. I don't see it happening anytime soon. They really got America into a pickle. Do I think yeah, maybe in 50 years, uh, they might. But anytime soon, No, it's too far gone. Innocent people have died. Innocent people have been attacked by their so-called God. And now the truth is coming out that it wasn't God, it was the devil. So now what do we do? Right? Now what do we do? You got all these people tattooed up that think they're doing the work of the Lord, but I don't know. Too much craziness for me. You know what I'd like to do? Just have peace. Right? All the labeling, all the segregations, and all the crap that this has caused. It's unreal. So you really think about it, I'm like, oh my God, these people, they bought into it. The entity. Right? Was it God or was it the fake Messiah? I don't know. The way people are feeling now, I think it might have been the devil attacking us. I do agree with the scholars and some of the church people that these people have been using witchery and sorcery and magic and saying it's God, but it really ain't. Right? These people are full of anger, hate, but they hide it. Right? They curse us behind closed doors. They trespass on us as we sleep at night or even up. They might be sleeping. That's what I think it is. When they sleep, uh, it's an out of body experience or something they call it. I don't know. Some say it's this dude. Everyone keeps telling me it's Tim. What Tim? Who? The Summer Wells people or someone else? I don't know. The world has become a giant Manson family. I'm wondering if I'm the only human left on Earth. I have no idea. These things, I watched too much of this crap. You know what? I was better off just keeping to myself. Not letting anyone know where I was. Well, maybe one day I'll return to the bright lights, the stage light. But no, I'm just gonna chill. I think they got me mixed up with some other dudes named John. Different last names though. But like I told people get things mixed up. You might be talking about someone else, but they just attack anyone named John. Right? Anyways, enjoy the rainy day. Yeah, I was wondering what happened because the lights were flickering on and off here. And then I went into town and one of the back streets out here, a giant tree fell over. And that's why people need to cut their trees that are real close to power lines. Well, I don't blame God for moving slow. He's got a lot on his hands, right? And he's been around since the time of creation, right? Before creation. So he's probably kind of tired. I bet you them Sundays he appreciates of relaxing. Well, you're supposed to do, I think Sunday is supposed to be pray to God and relax, or Saturday, right? Because now they're saying it's actually Saturday, the first day of the Sabbath, which was supposed to be the first day that falls on us, which would be Saturday. Boy, they really got us into a pickle. No one knows what to believe. With all these so-called scholars and biblical people, there's so much. It's like product. There is so much belief now in other biblical teachings and things. It's like product at a store, right? There's just too much product. You got nowhere to put it. And now the Bible has become like that, right? There's so many uh, interpretations and Bibles out there that it's like anything else. They've created a mess. Just believe in God and love people, right? If you've sinned, ask for forgiveness and repent, right? And every time you do something, just ask for forgiveness. Acknowledge that it's wrong, but well, some things feel so good, right? You know it's wrong, but it feels okay. Yeah, some things are worth it probably, but uh, yeah, it's become just like product in the store. No one knows what to believe. You have the choice to believe whatever you want, but other beliefs cause what? Commotion. What else does it cause? Havoc and wars. They still haven't realized, Lord, which Jesus is Lord, and because Jesus claimed that he was God, right? Form of God, right? But I always call him Jesus, right? The Son of God. God, the Creator, is the one we should be praying for, right? We're praying too. A lot of stuff in the Bible. I've watched a lot of this stuff. Jesus was not the longest person that lived on earth. There was other men that lived way, way longer than Jesus. Why? Right? They say it was written that Jesus would come and die for the sins of man. So there is no sin. Right? All of our sins were washed away except for the 10 Commandments. If you abide by them 10 Commandments, well, everything's good, right? You know what I realized in all my studies on YouTube and all this stuff? That no matter what you folks think, we are slaves to something every day. Even the religions and God, slaves. If we don't do this, you're going to get in trouble. If you don't do this, you're going to get in trouble. If you don't do this, you'll get in trouble. But yet, here are the people that are telling us this. If you do this, 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 you're going to heck. You'll be going, But yet, the people that tell us are the ones that are the doing the same thing behind closed doors or whatever. Yeah, it's but whether you like it or not, I'm finding our own societies or races are really killing themselves, right? Slavery has been over, but yet the African American society, they still call themselves the N word. Right? Then they blame the white people back then. Well, you are the ones that gave us this name. Well, yeah, they didn't make it right. And therefore you're tearing your own communities down by calling themselves that name, right? And blaming someone else, right? I don't know. But I want this thing, this person, this life that it ain't mine. And this skin I'm in, well, it just ain't mine. I don't want to stand for it. I don't want it. I think I'm the only one that sees it and acknowledges it, but everyone turns a blind eye to what's going on. They're happy because now something came along and their life is okay, but I'm telling you, I think it's like a curve. It just jumps, right? It just jumps, 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 jumps all over. Boy, did they get us into a pickle. They have twisted, and the devil he really has twisted everything. They got it all mixed up, and they can't figure out why. People sick that shouldn't be sick, that pray to God. Yeah, ain't nothing we could do. All you could do is get away from it. They pump so much stuff into our heads that these things are real vampires, monsters, demons. But why is it when you go to do to these people what the Bible said to do to them, right? Why do they get all upset? And you can't do that. Well, that's what they did back in the olden days. I'm just voicing like why each side thinks they're better when nobody wins. Who's suffering? America, the citizens, the people that just want to go to work or just have worked their whole life and they want to retire, or people just want peace. Right? If they wake up tomorrow, right? How come it is when these people walk away, they don't curse God, right? They just say, "Hey, things ain't working out. Maybe we'll come back and hang out later, God." They don't curse them. They don't. They just leave and walk away, and yet they get attacked. And then they say, "Well, it was the devil because you walked away." Well, no, there's people that don't go to church. They pray. They sometimes they give it a break and they walk away. Things are fine. So I agree with some of the stuff I've been watching on this topic and God. Well, I even feel sorry for God because he's got a lot on his plate. A lot of people are saying, why even worship a God that makes you suffer? That takes your legs, that takes your body, and lets these people take your legs. Somebody put a curse, they took your legs. Well, I want my legs back. Right? Well, if we believed in God and prayed in God and we turned it over into God's hands, why is God letting these people do these things to us when he so-called loves us so much? Right? Lessons, there's a lot way to get something through with lessons. You don't take someone's legs or anointings or, why don't they sit down and talk to them? Well, why don't you just come? Well, you can't do this because it's not right. All right. You ain't got to wreck people's lives, do you? I don't know. I'm not God. So he does his thing his way. Right? I ain't the devil. He does his things. Well, why are we seeing that the people, that old saying, the devil takes care of himself or he takes care of his people? Right? Why are all these people rich and in great health, but yet the people that pray to God, put their faith in God, are the ones suffering and poor and weak? It's like we're being used as some offering to all this stuff, right? It's like brainwashing. Well, because you follow God, you're going to be poor, you're going to be filled with sickness and madness. Well, it looks pretty good over there on the other side. They're all healthy, uh, got tons of money, women just falling all over the place, and all kinds of vehicles and everything. Yeah, I can see how this has become a problem in our country where people are losing faith and people are walking away. But today you can't even talk about it without being labeled or prosecuted or crucified or whatever. So yeah, I would say it's a problem in our country. Boy, did they get us into a mess, right? You got to send all that back. Ain't ours, right? And there are videos out saying that the devil's going around and these people giving people sicknesses and saying, "No, just hold this," and it's a test from God. And I'm like, yeah, but these folks ain't. They're not God, right? Who are they to test anybody? If God wanted to test you, God would come to you and test you, right? Or say you're going to be tested. But that's why I just walk away. I don't curse God or anything. Hey, hey, Pop, I'm just going to walk away. Things ain't, I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. I'm suffering. And these people that have created the mess are the ones that are profiting, you know, they're profiting from it. They're in great health. Right? Not, I don't hate the Lord, but that's how some of these people are. I don't hate you, God. I don't have anything against you or anything. I pray to only you, but I can see how these people are saying the grass is greener on the other side. You know, at least while they're here on earth, they're rich and doing whatever they do. Got women, they got ugly sticks shaking women off. I don't know. But it is a great study to get into, and it is a great topic to what did we let these people do to America? What did we let these people do? Ooh, did you guys hear that? I'm telling you, that TV is off. Even when I put the camera on a level thing, it really ain't level. It is in certain spots, but that TV, if I put that camera on that TV, it's a good three quarters of 1 inch, if not over an inch, by the time I get to the other side of the wall in the kitchen. Now, the other thing could be the tree roots have gotten into the foundation underneath the foundation somehow, or has cracked through or something. Or maybe we have been having tremors and it's sinking. As you can see, we have an uplifting there in the ground, and it's maybe, who knows. But I've been watching a lot of this stuff, studying it, body language, people's ghost, and all kinds of crap. And someone keeps sending me stuff that ain't mine, and they keep telling me do this, and these people won't be able to come here no more. We'll block them or whatever. Well, I guess we have to block these things then from us, right? Yeah, it might be a sinkhole. It's been got some problems, man. But they're keeping it hush hush, right? So we don't want nobody to. We don't want panic. Well, quit beating around the bush and do something about it. You know, I don't know. We do. This is a fault line that runs down right through here, down into the south. So it's possible that we've been having tremors, small tremors, but it's puddled up out there, or at least it was earlier. But it stopped raining. It did stop raining. No, I can't stop locking people up because the people that come here, I feel good, but then once you come into my chat, I start feeling bad. It's like they're sending. It's like some of them were saying. So we're gonna have to block some of these uh, people or whatever it is. But I do agree they really turned it into a mess. Uh, and here we might have been praying to God, and it wasn't God. It was the fake Messiah. I feel so horrible for America and the people. This is what happens when you just have too many things, and it's like business. If you produce too much of something, what do you have? You got stuff laying around that hasn't sold. Right? And then you make more product of something else, you know, saying it's better, and then people are like, why buy anything in 6 months? It'll be obsolete. And that's what's happening with God. They've come up with so many things and beliefs. Nobody knows what to believe. You can believe this, you can believe that. When they really should have just been believing in God and helping people and being nice. Don't send sicknesses or to people. Don't terrorize people or whatever. Yeah, pickle. I don't know what they're going to do. These so-called leaders that think they know what they're doing, but yet no one's being healed. Right? You got contaminated food. mad cow running wild, diseases and everything. I'm sorry to say we are just not what they pumped out in our brains, right? That this is the greatest country, greatest doctors, and really ain't, right? All it takes is for them to be possessed by the devil, and the next thing you know, they're not good doctors no more. Right? Freedom of speech really ain't freedom of speech because you might piss someone off and they'll kill you, right? So this whole thing has been propaganda, brainwashing. I need to knock that. It sounded like somebody was on the roof this morning. I need to knock them off the roof. Stay off the roof, man. You're a big 6 foot guy, but stay off my roof. Stay out of here. Yeah, that's good. Go back to your witches and demons where you came from. You don't have to watch. Quit sending your crap over here to my channel. And their crap. Yeah. A lot of people are saying, I watched a video and they're saying, don't be nice to people no more. Fight these people. Fight back. Right? Maybe they're onto something. This whole peace thing and take people's crap and turn the other cheek and all that. I'm done with Dave's channel. You people cause so much havoc over there. They were blinded themselves. Now, see, if Dave would have came over here and got attacked, and he timed somebody out, I would be like, well, he timed somebody else. Somebody was causing trouble or whatever. But over there, they want to have this power that these guys, you can't do that. Well, I'm sorry, they were causing trouble in my channel. I know my channel don't really concern you folks, right? We're starting to figure out the whole thing. So we're starting to figure out what channels, what they've been doing, right? You can send all that drug addiction and sickness and disease back to these bands. It ain't ours. But that's the difference between me and them, right? If I made someone a mod and they came over here and somebody was aggravating them or in their chat causing trouble and they timed them out in my chat, I'd be like, good job. That's what it's supposed to be, to try and narrow down and get rid of all these trolls or people attacking people. But in other channels, people, well, I don't want them to be blocked. I don't want them to be, like I said, every time certain people come into my chat, so does the madness and the sickness and it ain't mine. I don't want it. And I don't go rogue in Dave's channel. I timed out 2 people, right? know what to tell you. They came over there trying to play head games that I'm stalking women, and I'm like, leave her alone. I'm like, come on, man. I got no beef with Dave. Dave said the same thing. I've never seen any. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know what it is either, David. Whatever it is, it ain't good. I agree with you on that. In your last live. But I'm done for a while with all this crap because people think I need to bow down to people. And I'm like, I can't. That would be everything against what I believe in and was raised on or whatever. This whole brainwashing thing. I've also been brainwashed. I've been brainwashed. But I'm starting to think that's what the Lord is saying is we can go after these people because they've been dishing it out to all these channels. So I agree with some of these people. This is ridiculous. It is. Right? It's coming from the devil. I agree. Last time I checked, I'm not the devil because I don't do the things the devil's been doing to me and other people. So it is a pickle they got us into. Can it be fixed? Not anytime soon, folks. You'd have to go through extremes. Right? You'd have to be devoted to the Bible, and these people are going. They're leaving the earth. The Lord has pointed them out, and our job is to get rid of these people. Right? I don't know. If you're brainwashed that much, that's what they think. I'll tell you what, they'll make you two-faced. Right? They will make you two-faced, folks. Yeah, it said kill all you folks. That you're the devil. That's what the Bible said. Stomp on your head, crush you, give you no remorse, no mercy. That's what the Bible says on some of these Bibles. Step on the serpent's head, crush him, behead the. They got themselves in a pickle. The only way out is war, but not in another country. That's why I want to bring peace to Ukraine and China and these other countries and fix America. Right? This has gone on long enough. If it's under God, then who's against us? If God is with us, who can be against us? Yeah, well, it ain't working, big boy. Doom said God said to beat my butt into next year. I think tables are going to turn here pretty soon. And, you're going to find out that God ain't the true God, that you worshiped him. But I got to keep locking you up because I'm going to start locking all these people up. God told me to, Doom. I'm just doing what the real Messiah says to do. He said, stop taking your crap and fight these people with all your technology, everything you got. There you go. You'll be back a different color probably here soon. But don't stand down, folks. Don't comply to this devil worshiping religion. One hand washes the other and all this crap. Take a stronghold and don't fall to their evil. Right? Or you'll be one of them. We put it into somebody's hands, right? But we're not sure whose hands it is, whether it be the real Messiah or the fake one. And the way things have been going lately, it's starting to seem like it's the fake one, right? Getting a bunch of headaches from these people. Right? It could be the syphilis demon that they're sending around, some kind of a curse or something. So stuff is starting to make sense. It'll be interesting to see what happens out of this, right? People's whole families are under attack. People are being blessed that shouldn't be blessed. Their whole lives they've been in turmoil and that and created very jealous people, right? Who is blessing these people for this? That's another thing that I agree with some of these. How could this be happening that these people are blessed? They're felons, they're killers, they're scam artists, even our families are under attack individually, right? Even our families do bad things, right? But you still love them because they're family. No, I'm done with all that stuff, man. I don't quit stalking me, dude. Right? I didn't do anything to any ladies, and I'm not taking the blame for it. Okay? Go somewhere else. Right? Them ladies should be nice to me. All right? Sorry. Whatever ladies you're talking about, dude. No, I ain't going nowhere. I found God. You folks should find something. What you think is God ain't. So it's interesting to see what happens to this government and this religion stuff and these people. It's going to be interesting to see what Trump thinks and what happens. It's going to be interesting to see what they come out with. Folks, you might be looking at a new president. You might be looking and voting for somebody that is totally new, that is not a politician, that has worked for a living and been around poor their whole lives. You might see somebody in that white. They might give you somebody new, but of course, they give you who they usually are people already wrapped up into the crap, and they're going to put them in front of you, right? They're going to put them in front of you and say, this is the guy you should go for. So we're always voting for people that are already within the system. They know the system. They've been hiding in the system. And they go along with protocol and go along with what these higher ups say, Illuminati or whoever it may be. So you're going to have the American voter is going to have to decide, and the government is worried because polls are way down. Well, because everybody's sick of it. You can't find anybody good to get in there because they're just people that they know. The ones that are holding power, right? Holding us hostage with our own Democrat or political parties or whatever you want. They're using the Constitution. Some of these people, and it's our right to do this, and yeah, it is. But with your rights comes death, wars, madness, and folks, America is going to become the poster child of what not to let happen in your country, as they thought they were blinded. They thought they were the greatest country in the world, but yet now the famine, the diseased water, food being diseased, they can't produce their own product no more because that itself is hazardous to make some of the things that these other countries make for us. That itself is hazardous. Very deadly too. So yeah, oh man, what a mess. I'm glad I don't have to figure it out, right? I'm glad I don't have to figure it out. But I agree with these other people. Are we being cursed? Did the communications get mixed up and why are the people that actually turned towards God, maybe been very bad people, but turned towards God, tried to follow his commandments the most, repented and asked for forgiveness? Why are these people suffering? And the people that say we're crazy, or if you believe in God and the devil, you're nuts. Well, I guess now we have mass psychosis in America that the government just don't know how to deal with, right? We've been brainwashed, poisoned, right? It's not real from what some of the professionals are saying. It's in your mind. It's a parasite. It's this. It's that. It's this sickness. It's you know. But these people go on believing that they'll be healed, and they say no, they're not going to take treatment, and they die. And I don't know. Someone keeps telling me that I'm going to see a miraculous to believe in God. Well, then make that miraculous change on me. Then I will. I already believe in God, but all I'm getting is a bunch of crap, a bunch of money stolen, a bunch of my face being used, and even my face has been stolen. Everything, right? And then you still got these jokers coming into your channel and come to God, and yeah, right. I think that's what we've been doing. Right? We were the positive ones, right? All we did was make videos and review on the videos and the crime cases, missing kids, and trying to help, trying to point out to the YouTubers in the world that these people are deceivers, right? They lead you away from the truth of murders, some deliberately, and that's bad, right? Someone keeps opening the door to that thing. I don't know who, but there's people that I know that say they'll never come into LaGrange or never come into this town again. Something's going on. I think as soon as they put the Ten Commandments up, the devil said, "This town is mine." And he's just been doing whatever. And people are waiting for the true God to come on earth. Well, you know what? I think they've caused this doubt and hope and faith in people. I'm starting to believe that one video I seen the other day is God's just moving slow. Yeah, he sure is. He'll get to it eventually. Well, a lot of people would probably be dead by then, but you know. I'm starting to understand what people are saying. I am a witness to God, right? But I'm just talking about people's problems, their troubles, not mine. What's the problem with religion? Why are people leaving it? I don't know, Lord. That's for you to figure out, not me. I would believe more in witchery or alchemy or something like that, chemically. Yeah, I keep hearing that. I'm no, I'm not perfect. Only God is perfect. Uh, I keep hearing that just wait one more day. Wait one more day. If some of these people, your ships come in, and what I think they're doing is they're giving hope, but fake hope. You're gonna be rich. Well, yeah, but you know who's rich? The person that's been in their little clique. They give the money back to them because they know that money is going to come back to them anyways. So it's like a Ponzi scheme that they created, right? I watch all these videos. Today's your day. This whole month is going to be, this is your year. What about the other 50? What about the suffering and pain I went through, right? Well, you're lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to be alive. I didn't create the madness to get myself killed, right? But I'm lucky to be alive. I understand what some people are saying. When people wake up tomorrow and they have no diseases and sicknesses and addictions and not being trespassed on by other people's, when their brain cancer is healed and miraculously disappears, or then I imagine the people will come back to the Lord and say they believe. I don't know. I still pray to God. A lot of people call me nuts. You're crazy. You believe in something that is not real. Then you say, okay. And then the same people that told you that say, well, of course there's a God. Well, geez, we're dealing with a bunch of psycho. 1 minute they believe in God, the next minute they don't. And here we are, the citizens. We should just put a curtain up around us and just, we don't want this, man. It's like you're danged if you do and you're danged if you don't. And that's probably what turned a lot of people away from all this. And it's up to God to bring the people back if they want. Well, they have the right because God does say. He can't make you do anything. But yet, once you become a follower of God, you're a slave to it like anything else. Now, a lot of videos coming out are saying it's a witch, it's a demon, or a warlock or something like that. They might be true. It might be real. I don't know. Right? And another thing a lot of people are upset about, these people, we believe in the Bible. Well, then you believe witches are real and demons and magic and everything. No, we don't believe in that. It's not real. Well, how can you say that? Because it is in the Bible. It was written the first time, but whenever things go bad, they rewrite it. The people that are doing the magic and witchery and sorcery and lying and deceiving, they're the ones writing the Bibles. So yeah, I agree with a lot of people, and my computer's been hacked. My life has been turned upside down, and these people used you, and God's seen it all, and your day's coming, and I've been watching it. And now they're telling me, fight, use your technology, use your military, fight these people within your own country that are creating this sepulchral disaster. Right? And it has been a disaster, folks. We've caught the churches doing bad things. Well, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not God. I'm glad I'm not Jesus. Boy, they got their work cut out. I'm glad I'm not the devil. because, boy, he destroyed a lot of people. So I'm pretty much done with all this madness that these people created and everything. And I'll go back to not trusting nobody, and I don't want anything to do with nothing. Right? If you don't want to watch my channel, don't. If you want to come in and be a troll, you'll be timed out or blocked or whatever. And I'm going back to the way I was, peaceful and nice and funny. And you know, if people get jealous, oh well. Right? Until a miracle comes. And I just don't see it happening. Not to me. Maybe to you folks, your miracles have come true, but no, I was funny way before you folks came along. You folks are the ones stealing from me. Right? You're the ones that I've been watching videos about. You're light stealers. If things don't go your way, you wreck stuff. Your channels, people's channels. Right? Head over there. Right? But like I said, I think it's just a matter of time, and the lid's going to blow off of the America. And hopefully, we can get things in place before that happens. But yeah, boy, they just they messed everything up. They really messed everything up. Why? I think they wanted what people had. Now they have it. Now they don't give a crap. Right? Like my voice. Right? I'll never get my voice back. People want to quit smoking. It don't have nothing to do with that. Some of the greatest rock stars smoke their whole lives, but still sound the way they do. Explain that. Explain that one. Well, I don't know. They got their job cut out in here in America and everywhere. Thank God it's their problem and not mine. And yeah. Right. Yeah. No, I blame you. Right. Ain't my fault. I didn't do nothing. I went to the doctors for it. Right. You can't. There's nothing you could do when the doctor's corrupt and trying to kill you. Right. Or the nurses. Right? I did everything right. It ain't my problem, dickhead. It's going to be your problem and a lot of other people's problems pretty soon. I told you I'm going to fight you with everything I got, every technology, everything I got in my arsenal and in the United States military's arsenal. And you created this narcissist in our world. You understand? Now go back to your devil worshiper and do whatever you got to do because the Lord wants me to fight with him against you people. You should have left well enough alone. You shouldn't have come over here and started crap. I can't help you. Right? You want to trigger me. Well, you triggered the right person, right? Because I'm crazy, remember? You folks drove us there. And now you got to deal with the product that you created in this country. So maybe these people didn't spell so good. Maybe they weren't too smart. But what they did was spent their time praying to the right God and creating the things we need to defeat you folks, no matter what it takes. The Lord is going to do this job, right? He's here for us. And if the Lord is with us, who could be against us? Right? I'm right here, you little sissy. Go play with your little sissy friends. You must have did some time in jail and dealing with a bunch of cornholers. No, I ain't gonna flirt with no ladies. There ain't no ladies out there, right? According to you trolls, they're all men. They're all spies of the other channels. We're just gonna do what you folks wanted, right? We're gonna make peace in Ukraine. We're gonna make peace with Russia, China, these other countries. And it's time to, America is not the chosen land. Maybe if we do what the Lord wants us to do here, then maybe we could be part of the chosen land. But they have messed it up so much in these people. The only thing left is war. From what some of the professionals are saying. Right? And I'm starting to agree with them. I think this is the only way to deal with these people. And some of them are military people. Some of them are jealous husbands, boyfriends, very jealous people. Right? They were found out, and I think that's what I've been doing. I haven't been doing what the Lord has been telling me what to do. These people got to go from our country. They have to leave our planet. That's why I've been getting attacked. I haven't been doing what the Lord wanted me to do. Fight these people. They are not his people. They are Satan's people in his church, in his house, deceiving us. And yeah, I think that's what it is. We just haven't been listening. We didn't want to break God's commandments. But our sins will be forgiven because if God is the one that wants us to do this and we're not doing it, that's why we are in the predicament we're in this country is we're not cleaning our own country. We're over cleaning other people's countries, but we ain't doing nothing in our own. All right, Lord, I hear you. We should have been doing this. It was written in the Bible that these people were to be impaled and burned at the stake, and they're witches, vampires. If that's what you wish, Lord, maybe I just been looking at it all. Be good to thy neighbor, but thy neighbor is stabbing us in the back. No, I think it's true. It's probably, and the ones that are going to deceive you are going to be the ones closest to you. They're going to say they're family to you. They know you. You know, they're going to say, and they know family secrets. And these people, I think the Lord hit it right on the button. These people have been stabbing me in the back with lies, claiming they know me, claiming they're related to me. And they're really not related to me, folks. Some of these people are running around using the Kramer name with fake identities. And I'm like, no, I'm the real dude. I haven't got documentation. I went to this high school. I went to this grammar school. I went to this kindergarten school. You know, I'm real. I got you. I can prove that. Yeah, you lost it a long time ago, dude. You lost it when you started trying to control women and or playing head games in my chat. Right? All the evidence is there. Same people. It's just they changed their names. No, it ain't your comedy. It's my comedy. Give me back my stuff, and I'll let you live. We're gonna fight these people, Ricky. The Lord is called on us. They're Americans. They're white trash, right? Think they know it all. They're organizations, secret organizations, mafias. Well, I'm right here. You're the one with all the big money and all the big man, and come here. You know exactly where I live. Why don't you come here and try your crap, right? The only sissy is you because you hide behind a fake name and a letter. You can't even use your real name because you're wanted. I'd give up your location and who you are. You've been coming into my chat, attacking it for a while, right? Oh, we need to start, yeah, Ricky, government, and then start pushing forward and everything else, right? That's what God wants us to do is fight these people, right? What do you want? That's the thing I'm thinking. I haven't done what God wanted. I thought it was to behave, which I haven't behaved. I thought it was to do good and help people. Yeah, that's what I've been doing when I can. Sometimes you help people and the Lord didn't want you to help them. Right? This thing has attacked families, destroyed families, used women, used men, used, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're all bound up or whatever. They needed them to go to church on Sunday. That's what come to God said. No, I've done that before. Walked in there and walked out in worse shape than what I did walking in. Right? No. Besides, people were just all right when they left the church in Israel and they went into the wilderness, into the desert, wandered around for 40 years or whatever and praying to God and everything. Right? Well, heck, Jesus destroyed the church. Exactly which Bible these folks have wrote so much stuff. It's you don't know what to believe. And the devil keeps changing his game every time to get ahead of people. And And what gets me is, why do these people come to your chat and say, come to God? If God wanted to talk to me, come right here. The whole place would light up, and I'd be healed and wouldn't have no troubles, right? No, I'm not letting nobody out, so don't come back up. Or any women or anybody. I'm done. This is what it got me, being nice and listening to people. And this is what it's become, right? Get these people out of me. This ain't my mind. This ain't my crap. I don't want it. Ooh, did you hear that creaking? You hear that noise? Yeah, I don't want this stuff. We need to block these people, or block either that, or get rid of the crap that they created here. Even at my apartment complex is horrible too. Right? We just dumped a bunch of money into this place, and it's already falling apart. People are wrecking it, tearing everything up. Trees falling on the roof. People doing whatever they want. Well, they went out and killed a bunch of people, and these organizations and these politician groups or whatever. And then they turned back to God and said, "Forgive us, Lord. We sinned or whatever." Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm not fighting these people good enough. Maybe we should lock down all of our equipment, hit the switch on all the boxes, and everything falls out of the sky. All equipment cease to exist, only ones that we've created with special contained stuff that can't be shut down. Maybe. Maybe I think we're onto something. You can come in here with your 50 phones and keep saying whatever you want. But I think that's what we're not doing, is we're not doing what God says you can do yourself. Time to get rid of these people on YouTube, and time to clean up America. And we gave you the technology to use, to do. And it's only the people that are causing havoc that stand up and say, you can't do that, right? But little do they know their kids are being kidnapped, poisoned, raped, pillaged, stolen, can't even go to school and study because they're afraid. You can't even warn America that we're under attack within our own country without being struck on YouTube or community guidelines. Even if this country was under attack right now and I told you folks who it was exactly and how they were going to operate and what they were going to do, YouTube would shut it down. Even if I told you there's someone coming and they are going to clean this country, and it ain't going to be nothing but a bunch of crap, right? You folks still wouldn't listen. You still wouldn't listen. So I give up with all the crap. I don't want it. I'll continue to pray to God, and that's about it. Your religions, you can believe whatever Bible you want. I believe in God and good and love and positive, and only do to preserve life and protect our country. That's the way I'm sticking. That's the way I'm going. And like I said, it'll take an act of God to show people, for them to return back to. A lot of people don't go to church, but yet they still pray to God and they believe in God. It's these religions that are, I'm a Baptist, I'm Christian, they're fighting, right? I'm a Catholic, I'm a this, I'm a that. These are the ones that are creating the mess. And all we do is we just remain and believe in God. We don't want the whole Catholics did this, Catholics, Christians, Mormons, the uh, Muslims, we don't want this crap. These people created this mess. The devil is even in the houses of the Lord. Well, if you were God, then I'd be sitting here I'd be regenerated with a perfect body and looking great. I grow my own teeth, right? My own teeth that came out would have grew back in, and it would have been astonishing. It would have been the greatest miracle ever in the whole entire world, right? But it just ain't happening right now, Lord, for some of these people, and they've lost faith, and that's what happens. Keep faith. We still have hope. We still have faith, but we don't want fake hope. We don't want fake faith. Yeah, well, we hope we do. We hope he comes back and gets rid of these people that have been thinking they were God. And all this is an adult conversation, right? And you got people coming in here, what a kid, what are you, a kid? What are you know? And that's the thing is you got people, everything you say, they nitpick and everything. Then they say you're a kid. No, I'm not a kid. I walked on. I moved on. I've lost everything: health, house, women, dogs, cars, trucks, land, everything. And I kept going on, even with a disability. And I took my own life out. Drove crazy, right? Drove nuts. Family used against me, children used against me. And yet I did nothing, right? Because I claimed I was possessed by the devil. Demons, I had a curse put on me, right? Witnessing to it all. Believing in God still. I'm only here because of God. You know. So, no, I got an adult mind. It's the people trespassing on me. And it's obvious these people don't. See, if you believe in something, you have to be in it 100%. These people are demons, witches, fallen angels, Jezebels, and everything else. And you got to go to the extreme. If you believe in the Bible, you got to be in it 100%, folks. If not, then don't. It's like anything. If you believe in something, you do it. It's like a hobby. It's like anything. If you like it, you do it. You get better. Right? You get so good that now you're so good that the devil will take it and use it to make his money or whatever. And some people say, well, they have childlike minds. No, no, either they have a disability or a mental problem, or it very well could be they have a tumor, you know, in their brain or something. And it affects certain parts of the brain. Thus far makes them into childlike things or whatever. It could be parasite. It could be a parasite. They should be checking more people for parasites, but they don't want to, because the only way you're going to get a parasite pretty much around here is the water, which is fed by these lakes, underground streams around here, which has been tested and had beaver fever and a whole bunch of other stuff, which is parasites. So it does make sense to me if you look at it as the scientific thing, the science of parasites and health, and what a parasite can do to somebody. A parasite can make you look like you have AIDS or cancer, uh, all kinds of problems, and it's a parasite. That's what parasites do. They eat away at the body, the muscle, the tissue, the organs. And because doctors overlook it, they don't see it. It's like rabies, right? There's a big problem with the rabies because the doctors either were being paid to overlook it, and they were like doing an experiment, which some of these countries that doctors are over here from other countries, they might be actually running experiments for other countries, like America did in the 40s or 30s, whatever it was, with supposedly this syphilis outbreak that they had within the African American community. Now, that's interesting. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And that might have been something that happened in America. These people, they conducted their own experiments, right? But the American citizens were their lab animals or whatever. Right? It's very interesting, all this stuff, when you watch it and everything. You know, it's very interesting to see. Yes, yes, racist people, and they say some of these countries are the most racist people. It ain't the whites being racist no more, right? It's the other countries and the other races that America's forefathers did or whatever, or people in the 20, whoever was running the country or back then, or did, you know, to them other countries, and they can't let it go, right? They can't let it go. There's a hidden down deep inside of them is a anger, a hatred for America, and there's nothing we can do to change it. Some countries, they let it go and they go about and prosper. Other countries, they still hold a grudge, right? They curse us, send us bad food, all kinds of stuff. We're the devil to them. So it's a problem. They got a big cleanup to do. Good luck, America. And good luck, God, man. You got your hands full, Lord. I'm glad I'm not the Lord. I've just been used as a trash bag for the devil, right? These people. We all have in America. These religions and politics have killed this country. One day they'll wake up and see, we destroyed a whole race of, or a whole society. Hey, Ricky, good morning. Yeah, we got some rain, but I think it let up. Be safe, but this is an hour-long video. I got some stuff to do. I might be back later. I am being a man. Take it. If you don't take it, people will be looking for you. That ain't ours, Peace Frog. Be a man or be a real woman and take back your stuff that you've been sending to me. It ain't mine. All right? And quit telling me how to run my channel, will you? I don't tell you how to run yours, but then again, you got nothing. So stop coming over here and harassing people. And no, I'm not unlocking anybody. And if I got to hold on to this madness and sickness and stuff just to prove a point, or use it, that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and figure out how to use this as a weapon. United States, Pentagon, I'm going to figure out how to catch this thing and use it as a weapon. Just like they've been using it as a weapon, we want to turn it around on them. No, I'm not racist. I grew up around all kinds of colors. Peace Frog. All kinds of colors. I'm not the racist one. I keep telling you, it has nothing to do with race or color. It's a country is going down, and we keep bringing more people over here. Nothing against other people, but it's gone crazy. Yeah, we did use you as an experiment, sissy boy. We did. That's why you're acting the way you are. I guess that's what they did. No, you folks in America, you take your medicine, right? What you send in spirit, we're sending back in real life. Okay? So, just letting you know, that's what we've been doing wrong. We haven't been doing what God wanted us to do to defend our country, and right? You got to take care of the prisons too, because the prisons have become more popular and more powerful than the United States government. I'm going to say hell is coming to America. I just don't think you folks have seen. I think you're just getting a little taste of what the Lord has planned for America. And I don't want your folks' bad vibe over here or sickness either. Take that back where it came from. Send that sickness back to them channels or whatever, them, right? Send that dark-eyed, baggy demons to them other channel. We don't want it around here. No Baptist, no crap, no Christian, Catholic, and everything. Here on this channel, we just believe in something good, God. We would rather believe in good than the devil, and we don't send people sicknesses. Go to the doctors, folks. Right? Quit testing people. You folks failed the test. Right? Just like people say, I failed the test. Right? Whatever. The only one that tests anybody is God, and you guys ain't God. You messed up. No, I got things to do. It is a rainy day, but you know what? It's still great. Still a beautiful day. Thank the Lord for another day. And this is what adults do. They talk about things. They question things. Nothing wrong with it in my book. To question something, right? To question what these people have been doing to us, right? They've been using God's name to spread Satan's stuff back. Now, people are coming in here saying, well, you just don't like the Smiths. No, I didn't say that. I don't like certain people named Smith because of what they've done. They manipulated the people thinking that they were all so great and everything. And they weren't, folks. Them themselves were sinners and they couldn't see it, right? Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and there's going to be a new thing with me. It's okay for me to marry 600 women and have thousands and thousands of kids, right? And get money donated to me to take care of all them kids and create my own little world and everything. So, right, it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to be that kind of person, me, myself, no. I find it degrading. I find it slave, like what they did back in the day. But other men think it's great to have all these wives and people working for them. And no, we're not backing off of any of these channels. They keep sending me that garbage. And I'm like, it is the devil. They're not God. It ain't God. They're vampires. Whoever they're listening to ain't the real God. In my book, it'd have to be, their God would have to show me a, glorious miracle for me to worship their God and do what they're doing. But I wouldn't even do that. Even if it was real, I still wouldn't do that to people, to innocent people, right? I would be questioning their God way too much. Why am I giving this person? They've done nothing wrong. They're innocent. They pray to God. They believe in something good, right? Why would you want me to give them some kind of a sickness or send it? I wouldn't want that done to me. Why would I do it to someone else? I would be questioning all these gods. And there's, to me, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I'll believe in you, Lord, but I have questions. Why? Why did I have to suffer when you so-called love me so much? Why am I suffering for other family members or other people or government that made bad calls, right? Why am I suffering for these people on YouTube? I didn't make their videos. I didn't create their channels. Why am I bowing down to some Balimiki or whatever they call it, Mormon idiot? I'm not. That's the problem. They're pissed because I will not worship their God that really to me is Satan. I wouldn't be able to sit back and watch somebody that uh, uh, that that did something like that. I couldn't do it. Yes, you need to stay off YouTube. Quit posting that stuff in my chat, sissy boy. That's sick. That's just sick. Cut it out. And this is why I hide some of these things, is because these people are sickos. Well, why do they do this kind of stuff? Right? They call people sissy, but they can't even. It's a rogue government dude or something, or somebody with a bunch of hot phones. Yesterday, I had someone come in and say they had 40 hot phones just for my channel, and I'm like, well, good. Thank you for confessing that you're a terrorist right within our own country. Thank you. You're on the run, and that's what they remind me of when we were in Iraq. with bin Laden and everything. That's how they operated. Bunch of hot phones and always on the move and always throwing phones away so they couldn't be tracked. Right? It's a rogue dude or a hitman or something, or some jealous husband, or maybe a jealous band or something, or somebody. But yeah, I think we're on the right track, Mr. Trump. I don't know if you'll ever be president again, Mr. Trump, but things were a lot better back then. But then again, they really weren't. It was just being hid the curtain, right? But I do agree with God that I can't worship these people, right? They're deceivers, mind game players, and they're just tools to drop sickness and madness on us in our chats. I wish our technology was good enough, but we got to look outside the country to get these people off of our internet, right? These trolls or whatever, or killers or whatever, because America is just not capable of doing it. It's our own people that's doing it. So-called people. That's pretty sad. But if we don't do something now, government, it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. Make peace with Russia, China, and these other countries, and time to clean up America. Shut the borders. Let's see which doctors are corrupt and which ain't corrupt, right? What nurses are killing people for their gain, or their old man in prison or whatever. That's the biggest thing in our country, right? These people are hitting people from behind bars, using doctors and money and nurses and labs, buying people in labs to make it look like something that it ain't. It's a big problem. I stand with you, and that's been my whole problem is we haven't been doing what God wants us to do, and that's fight these people back. If they don't want to take their sickness back, force it down their throats, right? Stomp on their heads. They're big. They are big, but that's why we made the technology we did, right? To fight giants, big people. Us little Irishmen, right? Just little wee men, right? We might be small, but we're still humans. Right? No, I don't know, but I got things to do. You folks have a great day. Stop coming to my channel and harassing people and harassing me, and you won't be reported to the government and the police, and your channels won't be locked or whatever. And get off my movie, all right? Get off my movie. Quit trying to steal stuff from me and whatever, and stop stealing my songs and voice and healing and all that, and go about your lives, right? I'll love again. Don't worry, I'll be all right. Don't worry, I'll write more love songs and stuff. I don't know, crazy stuff, but who knows? I don't care. That's my right as an American. If I want to be crazy, I could be crazy. You folks labeled it. That's what you labeled me as, and well, where is that song? Come on, get down with your sickness. No, I don't want to get down with nothing. If I get down, it'll be with the Lord, only to help and protect and do good and love women. Well, just one woman. And that's about it. I can't agree with any of this stuff that's going on in our world because it's already been written in the Bible. And I cannot go ahead and let everything against, I'll tell you, ever since they let people be gay in this country and diseases run rampant, and I have nothing against the gays, but I don't believe it's right. Am I going to go out and kill people for it? No, that ain't my job. That's God's. Right? Am I going to go out and kill people for their beliefs? No. I might say stupid stuff or whatever, but I'm behind a camera. So that's my job, to create the more madness and bullcrap and lies and everything. I notice these people's channels skyrocket with views in suburbs, right? They're doing the same thing I'm doing. Right? They're doing what everyone else does: create havoc, madness, and your views will go up, your subs will go up. Well, I don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to do that. I'll voice my opinion on something, but I'm not going to be what they are. They're trying to be what I was. Nah, well, you live and learn. God bless everybody. Glory to God. And don't let these people turn you into something you're not. Don't let them hex you, curse you. Don't fight. Fight. That's why a lot of these people are dying, because the police don't want to handle it. Nobody wants to handle it. And all these people have taken it into their own hands, and a lot of people are being killed and abused. I was one of them, folks. You know, I was one of them that was just break through the coals. But I'm not going to do anything to anybody. They think they won. Let them think whatever they want in their minds. I know the truth, and that's good enough. Right? That's good enough. We did, you idiots. We already did. You're a day late and a dollar short. If you can't see the death and destruction around you, the Lord has already done what he was going to do, and he ain't done yet. Stop coming to my channels, right? Be men. Use your real faces. Use your real names, like I do, and so many more, right? And hey, quit dragging the Kramer name through the mud, folks. Glory be to God, he's sending us some rain, and we need it. We need the rain. We don't want to dry up like the rest of the country out west and everything. We need the rain. And that's good. That's a blessing. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for this blessing of rain. All right. I got things to do. Now sit back and watch the real Lord, King of Kings, do his work, right? Some he does through us. You know, he does our work through us. And that's all right, Lord. All I ask is to heal, a healing, a miracle, and just to be uh, not wealthy. I don't need it all, but to live comfortable, right? Nice home, nice place. And that's about it, right? You don't need it all. Only gluttons and Satan needs everything. All the power goes to Satan. Well, you can have the power, Satan. I don't need it. We got God. God bless the world. God bless everybody. Nothing can be fixed. This is the way it's going to be, folks. Go find another channel to harass and do whatever you're going to do. And don't blame me for you folks being stalked or hunted down by the government or whatever. You did it yourselves by coming here and attacking people and dumping your garbage, right? Amen to that. God bless. And keep believing in God and praying to God, right? In the same breath, you folks have to make a choice whether you're going to believe in God and the things that come with God, or you're not going to believe in God. And it's all a bunch of psychosis, and you folks need help. And hopefully you can get your help, your meds, whatever it may be. Go to a doctor if you can find a good doctor and a good lab. That's the big thing. A doctor can send off for lab work, but if that lab work is not right, well, there's a good chance you could die. Right? If that lab work ain't right and it shows something else, or it's mixed up with someone else's name, right? They printed off the wrong name on the, well, there's a good chance that that doctor might make calls and he's doing what he's seeing on the lab work. Now the lab says this, but I'm looking at my patient and he looks like death. So this lab work is not adding up with my patient, right? Something's wrong here, right? Do you get the point, folks? Right? The doctor can look at a patient and say, ooh, he's in bad shape. But this report is saying everything is fine, right? The lab, everything is fine. There's nothing wrong with him, but he looks like he's walking dead, right? That's when the doctor has to say something's up here. Somebody's not, something ain't right. The test ain't showing what the patient looks like. Good luck, America. Have a great day. Be safe. And we've just begun in this country. We've just begun to clean it up and get people in here that are honest, godly people. You need to start watching the labs, government. Every birth certificate has, every test has to be gone through. Was that corrupt? Well, some of you folks are taking, it ain't even yours. Some of you are paying child support that ain't even yours. So if it's true what they're saying, that it was that corrupt and it was that messed up and the devil had his hands in it and was monkeying with people's tests and lab works, and that would explain what happened. Although they might not be your kids, well, we love them just the same, right? We love them just the same. The biggest scam that ever went on in America. And that's why we called it the fleecing of America and the good people. Because we didn't want to kill people. We didn't want to kill people. We could have killed everybody, but we didn't want to kill everybody. We didn't want to do what had to be done, and we're paying the price for it. My beliefs is, yeah, we're paying the price for it, folks, for not doing what we knew had to be done, but we just wanted to follow God and forgive these people, and we shouldn't have been forgiving them. Well, we should have been forgiving them, but we shouldn't have let them do what they did. And now America's paying the price. And other countries too. And now Africa or Zimbabwe or whatever, they're saying that it's against the law to be gay, and they don't want it in their country. It's wrecked it already. Now they made a new law that they don't want it in their country, and they don't like it. They don't want it. They don't support it. So the other countries are starting to come around. But yet, some of these countries are the biggest countries that practice magic, voodoo, witchery, sorcery, and all kinds of stuff. So you're danged if you do, danged if you don't. I don't know. It ain't my mess. It ain't my trouble. I'll see you folks around. Have a great night, a great day. Lord, thanks for the rain and keep it coming for a little while. We need the rain, and that's a blessing in itself. Thank God. And you folks have a great day. Stop coming to my channel and trolling, and stop sending people over here to troll from these other channels. And you'll have no troubles with me. And I still have to make crime videos because I can't allow this to happen, right? If I don't voice my opinion on some of these cases, when these people are, we know Delphi was a big organization down there, and we know that down south, that there was more than one person involved. They might not have been the killers, but they were wrapped up in this stuff, whether it be through kitty photos or whatever. So yeah, it was a big organ. Indiana I'll be a witness to that. I live right on the border and down south down there, and now it's starting to come up here. I think everybody boot scoop boogied from down there and like came up north here, and they just been causing all kinds of havoc and chaos, commotion. People from Ohio coming here, right? I think the whole Harmon family cult or whatever it is. And then you got people saying don't mention their names, and don't even Harmon tried pulling it. Don't you ever even mention my name or I'll beat your head in. Yeah, bunch of sissies. But we got to bind these people somehow and try and use it as a weapon like these other people are. All right, you folks have a great day. Be safe. Love everybody. And welcome to my movie channel and my theories on life. And you don't have to watch it. You don't have to believe in it. You don't have to do anything. Right? Soak it all in, folks. Soak all the knowledge in as much as you can. But not too much, because the Lord only wants us to know so much. Maybe I'll get a Pulitzer or whatever award? Oh, wait, what's that award? What did Einstein get? Einstein was pretty good. He wrote a bunch of math stuff on a board, and somebody laughed at him because he got one wrong. He got one equation wrong. And everybody in the whole thing laughed at him. The whole classroom laughed at him and said, "You got that wrong." And he said, did I? What I've noticed is, I got one equation wrong, but all the rest were right? And they were all like that. So what I've noticed is although I got all the equations right, I made one mistake. And people will judge you the rest of your life on that one mistake. And he's right about that. He got all the stuff right, but he made one mistake. And was that mistake made in that equation on purpose? So he can go ahead and say, "See, I got everything right, but I made a mistake on one thing, and that wasn't good enough for you folks. That I got everything else right, but that one equation, and it wasn't good enough for you folks. And you judged me because I got that one equation wrong, but everything else was right." So he was right about that. Now, you folks have a great day. This is a 2-hour video. I got things to do. See ya. Some of you, I wouldn't want to be you. But the rest of you, all glory goes to God. And thank God for another day. And quit telling me I don't believe in the Lord when I'm questioning if I'm not listening to the Lord on what he wants me to do. Right? So it's a catch-22. They've created a beast. That's why a lot of people just walk away and say, nobody wins in this. Nobody wins. It's like war. No one wins. Even the winner afterwards is so full of guilt and hate and anger. No one wins. I don't know. I'll just keep doing me and being me. Right? Thank God. Have a good day.